What is up, guys? We're back with another video. This time we're doing a quick install of a new steering wheel that I got from JQWerks, and I want to show you quickly what's in the box, and then we're just going to go through an easy install. I'm not going to talk through, I'm just going to do it all in the video. The hub that makes it all happen, the adapter for the wheel, this is the pass-through connector, some carbon paddles, because if you don't want the aluminum ones, you can swap into those, all the bolts that you need, the ABS delete, a little nice torque stick to help you put your steering wheel hub back on to the correct torque, an Allen wrench to help you do it all, and then of course a user guide. Everything's relatively simple. I'm not going to show you steering wheel I have yet. I will pop it on once I'm in the car, and we'll see how it plays. So let's just get on straight to uninstalling my in-performance wheel now. First thing you want to do is you want to pop the airbag out now that the power is turned off, and there's two pinholes on the, I don't know, what is that, maybe 4 and 8 o'clock area. You basically can use, the easiest way I found is a 5mm hex. You just push right in, you can feel the spring push back, and the airbag's going to want to pop out. So we'll just crank that out real quick here. And don't forget, there's these connectors back here, but we're gonna take off the inside one down here, which is pretty simple. We're gonna let it hang for a sec. It's actually a fairly simple output. I'm gonna pull the camera across, you can see it. There's 2 plugs we're gonna pull out, and that's it. And then we can pull the 16mm bolt out that actually holds the steering wheel in place. We can pull that right out. All right, so with the airbag hanging, we're actually gonna wanna pull this plug here, which is the airbag, and this, which runs the steering wheel capability. This one actually just pulls out, so pop it out just like so. This one has a little tang, which is hard to see, but and then your bag falls right out. Easy as pie. So next thing is getting a 16mm pull the steering wheel bolt off. There is one more connector I forgot about, and it's on the bottom right-hand side of the wheel. It's another style like this, just a couple less pins. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that out real quick as well. So you have the 2 connectors out. The wheel is now just held in by the bolt, so we're gonna pull out the trusty Milwaukee and the chrome impact sockets. What you're gonna wanna do is get the 16 on, then hammer it. Should have gone a little farther. This bolt, put it down in the cup holder so I don't lose it. And this should just pull directly off nice and easy. Because some things from BMW actually work super well. All right, next thing you want to do, you actually want to pop off the top and bottom cowl that go around the steering wheel. Make sure you don't move the, I guess, the steering wheel angle sensor dealio. It can jack a bunch of stuff up. It's also not hard enough to move it. There it goes. All right. Well, now they're off. Just let them dangle. Be careful. You have your key fob sensor wire here and the steering wheel heater if you have one. The performance wheel doesn't, so this has already been rendered useless. But what we're getting to is actually this connector here. This connector has to deal with your airbag operation. So what we're gonna do is actually disconnect that and plug in the ABS module, or excuse me, the airbag module that came with the MadTrace kit, and then we'll be able to button this all back up. I'm thinking I'm gonna test tape it if I can figure out how to make it fit nicely. And I'm just gonna time lapse this part because it's not very exciting. Just be clean with your wiring. Future you will thank you very much. All right, getting to the next phase. We're gonna take the actual hub itself, which does self-align with the flat spot on the splines. In order to do this correctly though, you run out of access to plug in these connectors that are actually on the quick connect section. So what you have to do is kind of a doubled up install. So first thread in the wiring, nice and easy. And what you want to do is yellow goes on the large connector, obviously. It's also the only one that fits. So we're gonna go ahead and plug that in, like so. And the next one, just make sure you get the orientation right before you go slamming it in. You don't want to be that guy. Easy peasy. So now you can separate the two just ever so slightly. Clicks right into place. Easy peasy. So the next point is actually putting on the steering wheel bolt, or the hub bolt, I think now. This gets torqued down to 70 Newton meters. So we're gonna go ahead and just thread it in by hand for now. Assuming it wants to self-center onto what it's supposed to do. All right, we're just gonna hit it all the way down by hand. Then we're gonna grab the torque wrench, put 70 Newton meters on it. The neat thing though, before I get there, they give you this sweet wrench to actually hold it in place while you torque. 50 is a little more than you think, and when you're trying to do it in close proximity, it's easiest that I find to kind of keep it close. So I'm gonna put this down on the bottom here and basically get the wrench and crank in like that. Or I might do it up here and try and push across, but that's gonna be even more of a pain in the ass. So let's just get this temporarily put in on the bottom down here. Just gonna line that up. This is a T25 Torx bit. If you got one, break out the ratchet. Don't do it with the Allen wrench. It's a pain in the behind. So just get that on there, and you don't have to crank these down. This is just to hold this in place. So you just want to get it in like so, nice and snug. Let's grab the torque wrench, torque this thing down. Boom. Grab that. Grab the socket wrench wherever I... Son of a gun. I knew I did that. I knew I did that. Whoa, that is tight. Let's put that in there. Let's make sure the wires are nice and tucked out of the way. I think it goes that way. Yeah, the little semicircle actually goes up, just so you know. We're gonna get the wires down in there nice and pretty like. Now, just crank in a bolt so that when we stick the other ones in, it's not just wandering around, just make life a little easier. I'm gonna make sure I torque it down correctly. So we're gonna quickly look it up. There's a million torque charts online we can look to do this. I'm obviously torquing in a star pattern too to evenly bring this thing down. So let's figure this thing out again. We're gonna torque these bolts down. First in a cross pattern or a star pattern, and they'll come back and circle check them. The torque from a steel bolt going to aluminum, as far as I can find, is 3.7 Newton meters. So got our wrench ready. We're just gonna go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then walk around it. And then I'll be able to swap the hub on. Pretty pumped. Battery, airbag to the face. Let's just take this sweet, sweet hub and connect it right in. I guess you gotta. That wheel is gonna be in your face. I did do something pretty sweet. I went out, got a Momo flat bottom wheel. I forget the number off the top of my head, but it'll pop in. It's a little smaller than most, and it definitely does take away a little bit of the cluster reading, but with some adjustment on the wheel, we'll actually, you know what? That's not bad at all. Problem solved. Adjust your steering column, people. But we're gonna drop these bolts in, same torque value, and of course I forgot the Loctite. I know I have YouTube magic. I don't know. They say it comes with when you start doing it. So let's just see if we can. Huh? Badass. Well, it looks pretty sweet. Let's try the power button. Make sure the lights turn on. Shit. Damn, that's pretty fucking cool. Little buttons work. Can you put it in there too? Oh, shoot. That's freaking rad, man. Horn works. Sheesh. That's freaking sweet. I'm pumped. I'm excited to drive around with this wheel and see how it goes. I heard it's fully adjustable with the lights. Oh, shoot. It is. That is pretty cool. So we'll go for a little drive tonight and see how it goes. So that's it for this little video. I hope you're as stoked as I am on this JQ MadTrace wheel. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially with the bucket seat and hopping in and out. I don't have to worry about knocking my legs on. I did do a couple test sits with my seat, and the in performance wheel did kind of get in the way with my seating position. I am short, and I do have short legs, so I'm like overall short, so I have to sit close to the wheel in order to get the pedals. Hopefully this is a nice addition. These are not cheap, they're pretty pricey, but I'll let you all know in a few weeks' time, see how it goes with just regular driving with the stock seats in the car, and we'll go from there. But anyways, I hope you did like this little video. Hopefully it's another install video that kind of does help out. It is very simple to install. Anyone can do it. Definitely just follow the directions they have, and you might think a picture book might not be good enough, but you know what? It's great. Easy to follow. It takes no time. Even with the filming, I think it only took me 30 minutes. So I think everybody can probably pump this puppy out in about 30-35 minutes and get on with your day and drive around and enjoy this pretty badass, nearly full-blown race wheel. I hope you all have a great night. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's something I can do better. I do like making these little videos, and hope to talk to you soon. See you later.